a couple things that I think every snake keeper should have, keeping non-venomous and venomous snakes as well. But you know, just a couple things that help make your life a whole lot easier. So one being snake hooks. So I have a couple different size snake hooks. This is like a little 2-foot one here. This is a collapsible one. You can find this one at like Petco and stuff like that. And I just broke it. Maybe we'll make it a little bit shorter, so it's all good. We gotta get another one, but that's a good one to have. Things just be tearing up for the video, huh? But this one here is pretty solid. This is I think a 3-foot one that I picked up a long time ago. This is a pretty old one. I took this thing down to Florida. If you guys remember any of those Florida videos and stuff, when we went herping and doing all kind of stuff, where I stayed and worked at old underground reptiles, good stuff. Another thing I would highly recommend is to invest in some feeding tongs. So I have a couple different ones that we can look at. I have some pliers here. These are just regular suture style feeding tongs. These are really useful. I can get a lot done with these, but I've been needing something just a little bit longer. So I found this one at Harbor Freight, which I could go buy something a little bit more fancier, but for like $3, this 4-foot one here, can't really beat that. I think this is a highly needed necessity, especially keeping snakes, like bigger snakes, things that you're feeding larger items to, that you probably need to stay a little bit further away, like my bigger rattlesnakes and things. This would definitely help me to feed them and do things a whole lot better from this distance than this distance, because you can see the difference in length here, a whole nother almost foot of length. So we're gonna be getting a little bit bigger ones too, and I need to get a little bit bigger snake hook and different types of snake hook as well. I've been looking at to get from Midwest Tongs. If you guys watching this video, send me one, man. If anybody's out there, you know, that got a snake company and want to sell some merch, send me something. I'll make a video for you guys, and then we'll get that thing sold. What else? I also have tweezer style tongs as well. These are really good to have. Love the tweezer style tongs. But a holding receptacle is highly key. A lot of people like to use these big trash cans, which they work just fine. It has a locking lid that goes on top. Lock them down pretty good. And then I'll take my water container or pump sprayer, put that right on top, pretty secure. And then that'll lead into the next thing. These pump sprayers are something that no reptile keeper should go without. I moved over from using like the hand sprayers to like a pump sprayer like this. Holds a lot more water and it's multi-use. I use it to fill up a lot of my reptiles water bowls if they're dry in between cleanings and stuff like that. So that way I can stay outside the enclosure, because that's a pretty long wand on it. And then I also use it for misting down enclosures. And having something this big, and you got a lot of reptiles, very useful, so you don't have to constantly refill it like I was doing with the pump sprayer. It was getting kind of annoying. But a lot of other things as well, like I believe you should keep extra bulbs, extra lamps, like my lamps that I got here. Lamps down there, lamps everywhere. I mean, reptile stuff, you gotta have extra of, because things go out, and if you don't have time to run to the store, at least you can have backups. Like I have extra light bulbs, I got extra lamps, I got extra heating pads, I got extra thermostats, things that I've moved around and from different animals, things that I've sold and bought and moved around. So, you know, gotta keep up with all that stuff. Even reptile decor, having extra stuff, because I do rescue a lot of animals and things that I get through other people as well. So having that stuff on hand to make a quick enclosure, hands down. Even just having empty aquariums like my two that's up here, and having my misting systems and other things that any kind of animal that I can come across, I'll be prepared. So I'm one of those type of people, like I like to be prepared for any kind of situation. From your heating guns, not heat guns, but your handheld thermometers and stuff like that. Ziploc bags, paper towels, and then chlorhexidine solution is pretty good stuff as well for keeping all the reptiles clean and desanitized. But so thank you guys for hanging out with me with that little segment of just going through some of the things I think that are highly necessitized, just crazy word, necessitized for reptile keepers in general, no matter if you're keeping lizards, frogs, snakes, venomous snakes, whatever you're keeping, even some mammals and things, you know what I mean? A lot of this stuff transverses to a lot of different areas. of keeping animals. So let's move on in and get